is 4 easy, high protein, low calorie meal ideas. All the recipes are going to be in the description. Starting off with a cheesy chicken broccoli pasta bake. Well, kind of like a pasta bake. I've done it in the slow cooker, so it's a really good, like, quick and easy weeknight meal option. This is 583 calories a portion and 60 grams of protein, so it was so easy to make. Just use 1 head of broccoli. Obviously the calories are going to differ. If you say have a chicken breast that weighs more, then alter the calories, but I'll put the amounts that I used in the description. This was so delicious. I've cooked this I think 2 maybe 3 times since this, and it is just so good. So I started off with putting the onions into the slow cooker along with the broccoli. I don't cook anything off, beforehand. I just put it all in. Chopped up my chicken, just dice it up as small or big as you want, and then I put mine on slow for 8 hours, but you can do it on high for 4. I've actually done it both ways and both times were delicious. I added the cream cheese, which was, I believe, 100 grams. Yeah, 100 grams of cream cheese, the Parmesan or whatever cheese, cheese that you want to add. I just use Parmesan, and these are all the seasonings that I put in there. So I've done a whole fresh lemon, loads of garlic, but I love garlic, and if you've got mixed herbs, just use mixed herbs. And I also added a vegetable stock as well, like a vegetable stock pot. Mix that all in, and that is it. Here is me serving it out. Like I said, 583 calories and 60 grams of protein. This is definitely a go-to. You need to try it. Second recipe is my chicken, mash, vegetables and homemade pepper sauce, which is so easy to make. Really makes the meal look so tasty, so nice. You need to try it. It is really simple, and I know it's just simple ingredients, but it was really good. So I cut my chicken breast in half because they were kind of like huge, and it's also easier to cook. So I started off with just prepping the veg. If you don't want to use, carrots, just use whatever veg you want. 2 potatoes, which were 2 potatoes for the mash. And these are the ingredients to make your peppercorn sauce so easy. So starting off with seasoning your chicken. I just use all-purpose seasoning, I believe, mixed herbs, onion granules, salt and pepper. I always use spray oil, so I just done 2 to 3 squirts of spray oil, as this was for 2 people. And then I just put my chicken in the pan, and I think it takes about 15 minutes cooking the pan. So whilst that's on a low heat, I'm just chopping up my potatoes. So for me to do the homemade mash, it's like low calorie the way I do it. I literally just boil the potatoes, add a dash of milk, salt and pepper, and that is it basically. You'll see me finishing the mash in a minute. So this is just getting everything cooking. The carrots I put in the air fryer with a little bit of spray oil, some mixed herbs, and that was about 15 minutes in the air fryer. But just cook the veg however you want to cook it. I wanted some extra peas on the side. I just put these in the microwave, to be honest. I just put some hot water in to make sure they're not frozen. Drain it, put it in the microwave, and that is it. Now it's time to prep the peppercorn sauce. So all I did was get half of one of these reduced salt oxos. You don't need to use reduced salt, but I just used half. You don't need to use the whole one because I was only making this for 2 people. I added this much of hot water, honestly I didn't measure it, and then I just put it in the pan with the cream cheese, which the amounts, like I said, I will list it in the description. Give that a good stir, and then add in loads of pepper, just like normal cracked pepper. And then get your peppercorns and just add however many that you want to add. I didn't add loads, but this was literally it. I added some salt as well, some onion granules, and if you want to add garlic. I mean, I just love garlic. Now it's time for the mash. I just roughly mash it to start with, then add a dash of semi-skim milk, or just use whatever milk you want, salt and pepper. Added these salty flavours, basically just sea salt with some extra stuff in there, and then mashed it until the consistency that you like. Then that was it. It was time to dish up. I know it's just really simple, but the creamy peppercorn sauce really makes the meal. It was honestly so tasty, and like a really good portion for such amount of low calories and high protein. So like I said, 517 calories and 67 grams of protein. This is a go-to, and I'm definitely going to be making this again. This next recipe is coconut and lime chicken noodles. I'm absolutely obsessed with chicken noodles. Loved this recipe so much. So these are just all the ingredients: onions, a lime, a chilli, leave the chilli if you don't want the spice, a pepper, some tomato puree. These are the egg noodles that I like to use, but just use a nest of whatever noodles you like. Use light coconut milk because the full fat one has much higher calories. Some ginger paste. I was so sad I did not have garlic. I would 1000% add garlic to this. It was still nice without, but definitely had garlic. And these were the seasonings. So I just started off with seasoning the chicken, you know, cut them in half, or you know, whatever you want to do. I just left them whole because these were going in the air fryer about 22 minutes. These were cooked. So these were just all the seasonings that I used. If you don't have an air fryer, just pop these in the oven. And then I got started with chopping all the veg. Started with the onions, peppers, chilies. Like I said, leave out the chili if you don't like the spice, but you could definitely add other veggies. If you've got anything left over in the fridge, like green beans, tender stem broccoli, that would go really well as well. So like I said, I always use like spray oil, 2-3 squirts of spray oil. This was for 2 people, so I just do a little bit extra, like more than one spray. Chop up all the veg, then that went in next. Honestly, this was so tasty. So I actually meal prepped this, but obviously you could have it as an evening meal. Like, it's perfect for a quick evening meal. It only took about 20 minutes. So all the veg is softening. I just got the noodles in the pan ready to boil, added my tomato puree, and then added all the seasonings along with the ginger paste. I would also add the garlic here, then just give that a big mix up. Then it was time to boil my noodles and add the coconut milk to the pan. So if you was going to do this for 4 people, you'd add the whole can. You're basically doing 100ml per person. So I added half the can, a whole squeeze of lime because I love the taste of like lime and coconut milk together. If you're not too keen, just add half a lime. Give that a good mix in. As soon as the noodles are done, just add it to the pan and then just give that a good mix up as well. So here is when my chicken's going to be cooked. So I just got the chicken out of the air fryer and place this in. If you want to like slice it up, you know, do that, but I just kept it whole. And like I said, I did have this for meal prep, so I put these in some containers. I topped it off with some coriander. If you've got fresh coriander, that would be even better. And here is the finished result. So 493 calories and 40 grams of protein. This was absolutely delicious, and yeah, need to make this again. This recipe is a tuna loaded jacket potato. It's 594 calories and 50 grams of protein. So this is higher in calorie because of the potato that I'm using. So obviously this is a massive potato, 380 grams of like a dried weight of potato. So to make this like lower calorie and higher in protein, instead of mayo, I use the Greek yogurt. As you can see here, Greek yogurt, lemon and dill is the best combo of salt and pepper. So this is what you need to be putting with your tuna, which you'll see. So I just started off with seasoning the jacket potato, getting this in the air fryer. I did put it in the microwave to soften for about 5 minutes, then about 22 minutes I believe in the air fryer, but just put it in the oven if you don't have an air fryer. Whilst that's cooking, chop all the veggies that you're using. I obviously used peppers, onions, got my tin of tuna in a bowl, then added my Greek yogurt. I added 50 grams, but just add as much as you like if you want it more creamy or less creamy. Then I added a full juice of a lemon because I just love the taste of lemon with this combo. Dill, salt and pepper. Dill is so nice with this recipe. And then I got started on the spring onions and cucumbers. I just had a little side salad with mine. I mean, you don't have to, there's like kind of like loads of veggies in with the tuna, but I just got some mixed salad leaves on the side, and then the jacket potato was done and it is ready to serve up. This was so nice and crispy, nice and fluffy on the inside, just a perfect jacket potato. I'm loving jackets lately. And then add the filling on the inside. There is so much filling. This was so like such a big meal for the calories, and then top it with the amount of cheese that you want. I think I had about 20 grams, but like I said, it will be in the description. So this was my last meal, absolutely delicious, and that was everything. Thank you so much for watching.